All right. Welcome to Tribal Council number 2. This is some real actual okay, this is gonna be bad. Some real deja vu. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So with that being said, I am gonna start off with Nathan. Nathan, you did get 2 votes at the first tribal council of the season, which can be a little daunting, right off the bat. Has that kind of shifted you at all in how you've moved forward leading up to tonight?
Um, I don't think it's shifted how I move forward too much because I mean, like, I knew my name was being spoken about at like right in the early morning that like when travel was happening. So it wasn't like a shock to me. Like, so I've been moving forward that same direction. I think it's just really like getting the connections with everyone and like actually getting to know people and like talking to people and actually like that's usually like how I'm moving forward. It hasn't changed too much since last time, so it's about the same.
Fair. Alex, one thing I didn't touch on last time is the Oracle power. So, you all have this in your pocket. It's like a new wave shot in the dark vibe. Um, with that being, in play, has that shifted how you may approach certain rounds or, certain aspects of the leading up to tribal thing?
I would have said it didn't quite matter if you just, if you play a shot in the dark, you got a chance of safety, but the Oracle just kind of gives you information. And unless you have something else in your pocket, it's not really going to do you much good. Like, what's a last minute scramble when people have been sitting here, for like 24 hours mulling over what they want to do? Um, and so to that point though, paths exist, that like crazy little first challenge with the auction that we lost. Um, so there could be a lot of things and that Oracle could be helpful. Um, I just think you got to have the right hand, and that's kind of just what you make of it, I suppose.
Eric, I'm assuming Eric can hear me. Thank
Hi.
Um, of hands that are, dealt, obviously you get thrown into tribes and you're now dealing with the hand that's been dealt to you. Can you talk a little bit about kind of how survivors kind of have to deal with what you're given and how you do with that?
Yeah, you kind of are dealt a hand in Survivor, and you gotta take the best with it, I guess. It sucks going to tribal twice. I think anyone can say that ever in Survivor history. But it is what it is, and like Survivor keeps playing, and you have to, maintain your best to make sure it's not you going home. I think that's the main thing I gotta say.
Um, Kim, I love the reveal. That was fun. Um, is there any benefit to going to tribal early? Like, obviously, the other tribe hasn't gone to tribal, they've been safe, but is there anything that you may be benefiting from having to go to vote this quickly?
I mean, besides the fact that I'm sorry, I don't know if I can curse, but like I've shit my pants almost twice now fully. It doesn't really like I mean, I guess we can bond over all of us possibly shitting our pants, but other than that, like I mean, I think it's one of those things where they're building connections because they're not going to tribal, but we're also building connections because we are going to tribal. So I think you can look at it both ways. Like I don't really know if it's an advantage. I think it's just you just have to deal with the cards that are dealt, but also I think it can be strong if we were to go into merge or something. There might be, or not a merge, but a tribe swap. It might make us stronger. It might not. We'll see. TBD.
T. Um, Speaking of tribe swaps, Jay, it's always on the back of every Survivor player's mind that there could be a tribe swap, especially when we come up on an even round. So has that come into any sort of deliberation today?
Yeah, I think, especially in a game with everyone who has played before, who has, a lot of us have experienced the swap. I mean, my season, we had 3 pre-merge swaps, so it's definitely something on my mind. And then you throw in the fact that after this, we're at 18, and 18 is just divisible by so many different numbers that if there is a swap, it just leaves so many different options. It absolutely is something that you think about, and you decide whether or not you want to play for what could be in the future, or you want to play for the state of what is currently. It's a tough calculus, and it's definitely something on people's mind.
You pretty much all had it in, right? So Eric, when it comes to, again, vote, we had to go through last round, you had to vote early on, but you're still a tribe. No matter if there's a swap or not, you still have to, make a decision for your tribe. So where do you find that balance?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I was like, if you're deliberating a swap, but you still have to be on the tribe that you're on, how do you deliberate that balance when it comes to like a vote?
So in these games, there's so many unknown factors that could be ahead of us. I think you really just have to simplify it for yourself, because at least me, I'm a simple gay, like I need it to be easy. I need it to be dumbed down. I need it to be a little bit more feastable on, to if that makes any sense. If you worry about every potential thing that can happen down the road, you're gonna screw yourself silly. Like I've been there, I've done that, and like we're only in round 2. We have so much more game ahead of us, and I don't really want to expend all the energy right now that I may need deeper. Hope I pray deeper in the game. So really, you have to take it day by day. You have to take it round by round. I think it's good to keep things in mind for what could happen in the future, but you also still have to play the game that's beneficial to today and tomorrow, regardless of whether there's a swap, regardless of whether we merge at whatever fucking number. You have to keep it simple because we don't know the unknowns.
Stephanie, when it comes to, having to make decisions, there's that big age-old question. At the end of the day, there's only one winner and survivor, but you are a group. So how do you weigh what's best for you versus what's best for someone else maybe in your tribe, someone you may need to work with?
I honestly am all about compromise, so that's what my stance on that is. As long as we can find common ground, I'll be Gucci.
T. And then Ollie, when it comes to an early round vote, there's always the possibility for advantages. Even though it's early, it's something in the back of your mind. So has that been a big talking point today?
Yeah, I feel like people always think about it in the back of their mind, especially obviously since we are aware that stuff was taken at the auction. So you can only kind of, what's the word? Assume what it could or can't be and try and plan for it in case it happens. But it's one of those, if it does happen, you just want to hope that it doesn't end up hurting you in the end.
Okay. Does anybody have anything they want to add before we go to vote? Okay. It is 10:12. You have until 10:15 to lock in your votes. You.
All right. Y'all know what time it is. Now, as always, it's the time for shout outs. Say hi to your prod chat guests, the VL, show me your pets. Just please fill this uncomfortable silence.
I have to shout out
Snow
my
cone. Oh, sorry.
shout out
This is my
Snow Cone.
Yeah,
I had to
shout
shout
out
out
Snow Cone.
I have to shout out my prod guests because they yelled at me last time. So shout out Corey, Marcelo, and Jacob. Don't yell at me this time. I did it. Okay. You guys
I'll
want
shout out my prog guests, Kelly, John, and Haley. Also, shout out Surviving Our podcast. You should subscribe. all I have to say. Thank you.
I'm gonna always do my shout outs to my lovely podcasts of Scott, Olis, and Casey. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to my prod guests, Carlbot, Craigbot, General Purpose Orgbot, Me6Bot, Statbot, VerifierBot, and YagPDB.xyzBot. And to all the people that were actual people in my prod chat, shout out to Prod.
Sorry, why did Stephanie get so many more podcasts? I thought the limit was 3.
We need additional security in her chat.
Bananas.
You guys want to see Flopsy? Hold on.
Yes.
Let's see if I can get her. Come here. Wake up. Say hi. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Yes. Say hi. Good girl. I'll try to flip it so you guys can see her.
Shout out to Flopsy.
Shout out to Flopsy.
Thanks. Hold on,
So it
let me
wouldn't
see.
be Stephanie. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. This is Flop. Well, it's muted, but this is Flopsy from this angle.
Aw.
Say hi, Flop. Say hi. There you go.
Also, shout out to Lisa.
I'm in love. I'm in love with Flopsy, I think. I've never loved a pet more in my life. Actually, wait, where's Bella?
Oh, just
I shouldn't
wait.
say
Like
that out loud.
she's
She's gonna
literally
beat you up for that.
I know. But Flopsy literally is the best. Like she literally is the best. So yeah.
I should know what type of breed of dog she is, but what type of breed of dog is
She's
she?
a Frenchie. She's a French bulldog.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Huh.
cute. Miss Snowcone's a mutt. His dad was a stray.
Bella's a Siamese snowshoe, so her paws are just like pure white. It's cute.
Shout out Snowcone.
Yeah.
Shout out all the pets. I love pets. Spay and neuter your animals. Okay, that's
He's
my only
neutered.
rescue tip.
Oh, he's neutered. If he wasn't,
I know. I was just throw it out there.
it's like Bob Barker and Drew Carey on The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Snowcone, don't meow too loud. We'll get copyright strikes. And he's meowing again. Can you all hear him meowing? Oh, thank goodness. He has a very soft meow, so he's like hard to hear. No, no armpits, not today.
Meaning that some days, yes, armpits.
When I'm sleeping.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And then I wake up and I'm like, get out. Yeah, I know. I hate it when you do that. That's why I'm wearing this wig to cover my ears. I hate it when you lick my ears too.
All right. I do have the votes. At this time, if anybody has an idol or an advantage and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council Zoom immediately. First vote, Stephanie. Nathan, 1 vote Stephanie, 1 vote Nathan. Stephanie, 2 votes Stephanie, 1 vote Nathan. Stephanie, 3 votes Stephanie, 1 vote Nathan. Stephanie, that's 4 votes Stephanie, 1 vote Nathan. Second person voted out of deja vu. Stephanie, that's 5. That's enough. Stephanie, if you like anything you'd like to say.
You know, I was always straight up with y'all, so that really is annoying because I didn't have an idol, obviously. So that y'all just did that to me like that. But, you know, now I have to get my thing ready that I didn't want to have to get ready for tonight. But, oh no, the lights turned off again. Oh no, that light turned off again too. What does this mean? I died. Fuck you people.
She got us.
Oh, rest in peace, an icon. Okay, all right. Congratulations on finally team.
Love Stephanie.
Luckily we're not swapping tonight because I'm ready for bed. So yeah. I love asking swap questions and then not swapping. It's like my favorite thing ever. So